topic that we all need to always hear. It's something that we need to do every day, develop ourselves. Our first bulletin point today is what makes a personal brand robust. Ashita, elaborate on that.
Yes. So basically, what is personal brand branding? Personal branding is something that you represent yourself with. So you need to kind of have that clarity on what message you want to put out to the world. So what makes a robust personal brand is your messaging, and your the clear cut idea that what you want to be known for. So having a clear cut messaging, knowing your target audience, as well
Mm-hmm.
as knowing the content that has to be put out. Like, for example, if I'm a copywriter, I'll write about copywriting, personal branding, but I can't just go from one day to writing about health content to writing about something about softwares the next day. It has to be strategically put out. So it needs strategy with clear cut messaging.
I love that, Ashita. Strategy is everything. In personal branding, you need to have a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, then after you will fail. In personal branding, what we should do is put ourselves out there. By putting ourselves out there, we can do one, be featured in podcasts so we can reach out to people and let them know that we are available to be in their podcast. Two, we should put ourselves on video, just like what Ashita and I am doing right now. We are live, so if it doesn't have any glitches in the system, if it is that we fumble with words or make a mistake, you are seeing that, but we are authentic as possible. We are not trying to fake anything, we are being ourselves. Three, you have to put content out there to educate your audience. So, whatever field that you may be in, whatever company that you might work for, you want to educate them as to why they should purchase your product or service. And when it is that they work with you, what are the benefits that they will achieve? This morning, Ashita, was so amazing where a guy told me that, to be blunt, I'm not trying to offend you, but LinkedIn don't have much opportunities. And I was like, some people just don't know how to use LinkedIn, because how could you say LinkedIn don't have much opportunities and it have people who getting jobs every 10 seconds, every 30 seconds, someone getting a job on LinkedIn. It's over 850 million people on this platform. What other better platform that you could be on? LinkedIn is number one. So by someone saying that, my brother, what you don't know is that you can't understand how to utilize the platform. So that's why it is that you will be saying that. But once you know how to leverage this platform, hey, the sky is the limit. Ashita, we would like to move on to the second bullet point question, which is how you would consider your own personal brand level at the moment.
So basically, I've been posting regularly every day, and I have a following of 7,500 people as of now. And I would still consider myself in the learning stage. When I had like 500 followers, I would have killed for 7,500 followers. But today, I think personal branding is a lot more than just having that much of followers. It is putting yourself out there, learning what works, what doesn't work, connecting with the audience, and you keep connecting with different people every day. Yesterday I was at a meetup, and barely people knew me over there. So I want to build a personal brand where when I go to a place, people know me. So I have a long way to go, and I'm still learning.
Awesome. I am seeing some people in the audience here. Not sure why it is not coming up on the screen. Are you seeing anything on the screen? Rakesh said hi. Shahid says hi. Sharon Prait says hi. Krishna says hi. Placement Alok said hi. But Ashita, are you seeing anything coming up on the screen? I don't understand why it's not coming up. But anyhow,
No,
hi
nothing has
everyone who
come.
is watching our live and those on the replay. Once you watch on the replay, just type hashtag replay. Yes, so consider your personal brand level. I would say for mine, it's always work in progress. The whole idea is to be better each day. A great way how to leverage your personal brand is by writing down the day before things that you want to accomplish the next day. To me, some people have monthly goals, they have quarterly goals, they have yearly goals, but I find that the daily goals you are able to achieve much faster, because with the daily goals, the whole approach is to become better each and every day. But when you have monthly goals, some days you may not want to put in the work because you think that you have other days in the month to achieve your monthly goals. But the daily goals, it's much harder on you. And the whole idea is to put pressure on you, because we are human beings. We don't know how much potential that we have. We have more potential than 100 times in terms of, you know, lifespan. And some people don't understand this. Our brain is the most powerful thing. Our mind is our most powerful weapon. And at the end of the day, no one could tell us that we can achieve this, we can't achieve that. It's all about us, because when someone says that we can't, definitely we can, but we have to push ourselves. And my personal brand, I would say, is okay. Some people may say it's great, but I consider it okay, because to me, I believe that I am now starting and I'm now feeling confident. Some people don't know how to post on LinkedIn or on any social media platform. They are so fearful at what other people may think of their post or think of them. My friend, people will talk about you, criticize you, regardless if you don't post or not, because people are always watching you when they think they are not watching you. So better you just put yourself out there. Whoever have anything to say, let it be. In life, you will always have people who are against you, and you will always have people who for you. And that is something that we have to understand and we have to embrace. Fear is something that we embrace and not shy away from. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that fear kills any one thing in life, and that is so true. So in life, we have to embrace fear, and the sky is the limit. Ashita, moving on to the second bullet point question: why some people don't want to invest in personal branding? Are they afraid? Are they don't want to spend that necessary funds for personal branding? What are your thoughts about this?
Firstly, I believe people don't want to put themselves out there. They are afraid. Some are introverts. Some feel like what others would think. But the
Mm-hmm.
fact is, you can't, if you just like what you said, like if you're doing something, then also people will have their thoughts. If you are not doing something, they'll have their thoughts. So people will talk anyway, so you have to do what works for you. And personal branding, you can leverage a lot out of personal branding. When I'm talking to my clients, as even so some people want just the corporate brands to be out there, but at the end of the day, we are all humans, and having a personal brand would connect people more to the uh, leadership community or CXO CEOs, rather than connecting with the corporate brand. So I mean the corporate page on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of that, a personal brand would work more. So what I believe is, you have to get yourself out there. So sometimes people think, if they want to spend this much of money, why do they have to spend on personal brand? Why not they start a company page and spend uh, invest that much of amount or time on that
Mm-hmm.
company page? But uh, what we've seen over the past, I've seen over the past 2 years of experience, that having a personal brand helps you grow a lot faster
Mm-hmm.
and builds a lot more credibility than just having a corporate brand. You
Yes.
have to take both of the things go hand in hand. So you have to take
Mm-hmm.
both of them together. You can't just work on one and uh, leave the other.
Yes, that is so true. You can't work on one and leave the other. And Ashita, you being a content creator, a awesome copywriter, doing a lot of work for many individuals and businesses. What are some of the ways that you would say are best in terms of how someone should go and leverage the content creation? Because some people don't understand how to really put out content. They are stuck. Today they may put out content, it may not do well, and they may feel less than themselves and afraid to put out content the next day. So you being this expert in your field, what are some of the ways for them to overcome that hurdle and also to overcome that fear?
So, first to overcome that fear, you have to start writing daily. You just have to think like you're not writing for for the people out there. You're just writing for yourself, or you're writing for one person. So everyone knows their agenda. For someone who wants to get hired, they know that they want their content to be seen by some HR person. So just think like you have to put out the content for that particular person. If you are a business owner, you think about one client that you want, one potential client that you want your content to be uh, uh, that you want that they see your content. So you just put out that content for them. And how to leverage that is experiment. One day you put up a text post, the other day you put up image posts, you put up polls, you put up carousels, you put up videos, you start with LinkedIn Live. There's a lot of things there, and every day LinkedIn is bringing out something new. So
Correct.
you have to try out all the formats and see what is working the best for you. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Um,
we also have a
Dash,
question.
yes, Dashel said, how do you come up with new ideas for posts on LinkedIn? And then a next message, I am not good at copywriting. Where can I learn it? Or should I join a course or so? Then please make suggestions. Well, Dashel, reach out to Ashita on this, and she will help you in terms of copywriting because this is her profession. She's great at it. She has been teaching a lot of people copywriting, individuals, and working with businesses. So definitely, a good fit will be for two of you all. But what I will say, Ashita, right? In terms of copywriting, some people are stuck. Yes, it has so many different features on LinkedIn to utilize, but they don't even know how to even begin writing, whether it be writing for a type post or whether it be even putting out a carousel, because they don't have the idea as to what people may like. And that is the fear. What people may like when I put out content, or if it is I put out this, they may not like it. So that is the problem that a lot of people are having. And how would they go about knowing exactly what to write or what to put out?
Okay, so for that reason, what you can only get ideas once you start consuming content. You have to go on LinkedIn and see what people in your industry are posting. Just make a few notes. I mean, whenever some people mindlessly scroll on LinkedIn. So you have, when you are scrolling on LinkedIn, you just have to see what is the content idea, what were they trying to say, what was the message that they were trying to bring out. Does it do any good? Can I write something like this? If that resonates with you, can you write something like this? You don't have to copy it, but you
Mm-hmm.
would have some viewpoints on that. For example, I don't come up with ideas out of the blue. When I talk to people, for example, if I'm on this live, I just read this question, I might come up with a post on this question tomorrow. When I was talking to people in the meetup yesterday, people asked me a few questions, and I have ideas. Whatever I answered them, I have an idea of what to post. So you have to think about the messaging first, and the messaging would come from consuming content. That could come from the conversations, that could come up from the LinkedIn content that is already there from people who are in your field. That could come from any YouTube video that you're watching from the people who are in your field, or any, if you are still a student, if you're learning something, you should just start putting out your learnings out there. It doesn't have to be a long form post. Just put 4 points out there. Once you start writing, you'll become good at it. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, you have to just be clear on the messaging, and that would come from a healthy content diet.
Correct. And as they say, the saying, practice make perfect, but I will say practice makes improvement, will never make perfect. So once it is that you practice daily, you will see the improvement as time go by. So if you give yourself a 30-day challenge, a 90-day challenge, from when it is that you start to when it is that the end date in terms of the challenges, you will see that steady growth. So it's all about putting yourself out there, understanding. And Ashita, some people, when it is that they connect with you, they will say, "Hey, Ashita, I love your content. Hope to learn from your posts and grow together." Ashita, what I will say about that is that some people think that based on your posts, they could be able to emulate and know what to put out and how to go. And I will debunk that in the sense that what it is that may work for you, Ashita, will not work for someone else. So by you being that copywriter, when someone message you and say something like that, what you could say is that I could basically personalize your content to suit your audience, because remember now, your territory different from someone else's territory, and the audience that you build will be different from the other audience. So sometimes someone might take your same content, exactly that's how you write it, and put it out there, right, with their audience, with their territory, and expect the same engagement as you, and they may not see that. It's because that it's something different, because your expertise will be copywriting, their expertise maybe, let's say for example, marketing, and the two is not aligning. But they think that watching your content that they will grow from and understand how to post.
Right.
What you think about that? What are your take on it?
So what I would say is they have to see. I mean, they have to have an idea of the target audience first, right? That what their target audience is, and what their field is. If someone is from marketing and they are putting a post on copyright, I mean, copywriting is a part of marketing. One post or two posts are fine, but they have to consider other aspects of marketing as well. So what happens is you have to understand what what works for you, what is your agenda out of it. What kind of, if you're a business owner, what kind of clients do you want? Do you want copywriting clients, or do you want brand strategy clients, or do you want marketing clients, or you want personal branding clients? And then see, and if in terms of consuming content, if I want to put up a post on personal branding and I'm not getting any ideas, I'll go on YouTube. I'll search personal branding. I'll listen to a few videos and I'll hear out a few ideas on personal branding, and then I'll come and create a post on that. I'll search the keyword personal branding on LinkedIn, and I'll see the posts that come up on personal branding, see what the idea is out there, uh, and note down that basic idea. Think about what are my viewpoints on that. Add those viewpoints to that idea, and then
Mhm.
revamp the post. Revamp the content and post it up.
Yeah, and you see, the thing about that, Ashita, is that you being strategic and you doing your own homework. When some other people, they may see someone's content or see what's being posted out there and copy exactly that. And that is the difference. Is the difference between someone copying someone content and then someone watching what is being posted out there and basically incorporate it in their own way and putting out content. So it's two different things. Some people will do it, put in the work, and some people will be lazy, just to copy and paste. And that is what we don't want. We want you to be your own content creative, in terms of your information that you're being provided. The whole idea is to be creative. That's why we have creator mode. It's because LinkedIn want all of us on this platform to be as creative as possible. We see, Ashita, that so many people who was considered as much followers on LinkedIn platform, who have 500,000, a million, their content engagement has dropped significantly, because that what they was posting from before, LinkedIn wants you to be a bit more creative. So those who did not maintain that creativity, their content engagement will drop. And that is something that we are seeing a lot. And we see now who, like for example, you, have 7,000 who basically doing as good as somebody as 50,000, because you may get like 100, 200 likes, and have people who have 50, 60,000 followers, and they may get 50 likes, 100 likes. So essentially, it's not the number of followers that you have, but is the content that you are providing, if it resonates with people. And it's that way that you make the difference and be creative in this content creation world. So that is my last message. And Ashita, what it is that you would like to tell the audience in closing?
So I would like to tell is just write and put yourself out there. You have to, in order to start personal branding, you have to, even if you don't want to write, you have to, you can just post an infographic, you can post a video. Everyone is good at something, so just create and post.
Mhm.
So that just completely depends on you. What do you want to create? Yeah.
Awesome. And thank you very much for attending our LinkedIn Live today. Those who watching on the replay, just type in hashtag team replay so you'll know that it's you on the replay, and see us every week, Mondays, 7 a.m. EST time. And Ashita, what's your time zone?
It's 4:30 p.m. IST.
Okay, all right, great. So have a great one, and everyone be safe, and happy Labor Day for those who are in the US.